مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.
Hello, welcome back. This is Mr. Osama Abdurraouf again, introducing the second lesson for grade 12. But before we start, let's first review your homework. Open your workbooks at page 6 and check your answers. Come on, I'm waiting. Yes, workbook, page 6, exercise A. Okay. Question number 1, the answer is squeeze. Yes, great. Number 2, get. Number 3, checklist. Number 4, sip, means to drink slowly. Number 5, inside. That's a great job. Open your books on page 8 and 9, and then when it's time, we're going to deal with page 6 on your workbooks. Anyways, our objectives for today are as follows. Number 1, skim and scan a reading text for information, main ideas, and details. Number 2, correctly guess the meaning of new words from contexts, and then use them in meaningful contexts. Number 3, fill in the spaces with words from given lists. Exercise D. In exercise D, the writer asks you to provide an answer for a question and then give evidence from the text. The question says, provide a written response to the following questions in your own words. Use information from the text to support your answer. This question, or this type of question, comes in the CR form. CR form means constructed response form. It comes in a table of 2 parts. In the first part, you have to provide an answer. And in the following part, or the second part, you have to give evidence for your answer, of course, from the text. Let's read question number 1. How has the writer's attitude or approach to travel and travel writing changed? Look at the highlighted part in paragraph number 3. Read it carefully. I realized that the more you look for authenticity, the less likely you are to find it. The more you pay to see, the further away you get from it. An authentic travel experience hides in simple, everyday moment. So, this could be an answer for this question. Of course, in the exam, we have to divide this answer into 2 parts in the table. In the first part, we provide the answer of how has the writer's attitude changed. And in the second part, we give the evidence from the text. Here the answer is, in the past, the writer sought out experiences which were planned and organized to show tourists what the culture was like. But now, he tries to live like the locals live and does not plan his experiences around tourist attractions. This was the first part of the answer. And in the second part of the answer, we should write the evidence, which is the highlighted portion of the text. Okay? Now let's move to the second question, which also involves 2 parts. The question says, in what way does having a checklist when we travel make it harder to have authentic experiences? Here, we have to look at exercise number 5 and look at this pink highlighted part. It says, sometimes it's worth being spontaneous and throwing away the checklist to do something out of the ordinary. So the answer could be the following. When we travel with a checklist, we only see the most famous sites. Also, a checklist makes it hard to be spontaneous and enjoy the experiences as they happen. This was the first part of the answer of question number 2. And the second part, of course, should be this highlighted area, the pink area that I highlighted for you. Now it's time to move to exercise E, which I think is going to be very enjoyable for you. Have a go. Exercise E. Exercise E is enjoyable and challenging. It lets you think and use your mind to guess the meanings of highlighted words from contexts. The exercise says, look at the highlighted words in the text and match them with their meanings. There's one extra meaning which you do not need to use. Then check your answers using a dictionary. I'll provide you with the correct strategy to answer this type of question. First, find the word you need to guess its meaning. Then read the sentence where the word exists and try to translate it in your language or in simple words from the context. After that, go to the options and read them and decide which option is closest in meaning to your guess. Let's do it with the words. The first word is immerse. Here, in the context, in paragraph number 1, I'm going to read the whole sentence that contains the word. My goal was to immerse myself in international culture experience. I think this may mean, I will live in this culture, or I will live within this culture. I will be involved in the culture. So the answer is B, to become completely involved in something. Let's move to the second word, which is recreated. Again, I'm going to read the context in paragraph 2. These days, I avoid tourist traps where tourists pay good money to get a taste of traditional customs that are recreated for their benefit. So recreated here may mean made for them, maybe, or formed for them, found for them. That's why the answer is D, which is made to exist or happen again, usually something from the past. The third word is authenticity. Let's read it in the context in paragraph 2. It's common to find tourists eating westernized versions of a country's local delicacies at some luxurious resort. Where is the authenticity? I think authenticity here means originality or reality or something that is true or real, right? So the answer is G. Yes, the quality of being real or true. Now let's read the fourth word in context. Instead of staying at a luxurious resort, choose a student dormitory. or a homestay. Dormitory, homestay. I think it's a place where you can stay, sleep, or spend time, right? So the closest answer is C, which is a large common bedroom where several people sleep. The fifth word is spontaneous. Let's read it in context. Nevertheless, sometimes it's worth being spontaneous and throwing away all the checklists. Here, spontaneous means not planned, right? Yes, that's right. So the answer is A, which is doing things without planning. Okay? Okay. What about the last word, insight? Let's read it. I'm looking forward to gaining some insight into the culture. Gaining insight, maybe something to look at, or more knowledge. Yes, so the answer is A, clear understanding. Now the time has come to click on the pictures to check the meaning of the words in the dictionary. By clicking on the pictures, we log on Cambridge Dictionary online website, and then we can listen to the word being pronounced in the American and in the British way. Also, we can find the meaning of the word, and finally, we can find an example or more about the different meanings of the words.
Immerse, immerse.
Immerse. Immerse.
Recreate, recreate.
Recreate, recreate.
Authenticity. Authenticity.
Authenticity, authenticity.
Dormitory, dormitory.
Dormitory. Dormitory.
Spontaneous, spontaneous.
Spontaneous. Spontaneous.
insight, insight,
insight, insight,
Exercise F is a discussion exercise. It says discuss in pairs or groups. We have 3 questions here. The first one is, what are some customs that distinguish Qatar from other countries? Question number 2, how can we best connect with our Qatari heritage? Number 3, is there a specific country that you would like to visit? Because of its history and culture, which one and why? I'll give you time, maybe 2 to 3 minutes to think about these 3 questions, and then I'll give you some sample answers. Take your time. Are you thinking? Go on. Here is some sample answers for these 3 questions. Question number 1, what are some customs which distinguish Qatar from other countries? A sample answer could be as follows. Here in Qatar, we are a religious country, and it's the custom of both men and women to dress modestly. Men wear the traditional thobe, and women wear the abaya. Question number 2, how can we best connect with our Qatari heritage? The answer could be, I think it's very important that we learn about our Qatari heritage in school, but also that we take the time to listen to our elders and learn from their experiences. I also think it's important for us to participate in our national celebrations like Qatari National Day. This encourages us to take pride in our culture. The last question, is there a specific country that you would like to visit because of its history and culture? Which one and why? An answer could be, since I have always been fascinated by the Inca civilization, I'd like to travel to Peru to visit the Machu Picchu, the ancient city of the Incas, and Cusco, the capital city of the Inca Empire. Thank you very much for your trials to answer these questions. And now let's move to your homework. Now the time has come for more practice. I mean with words. Open your workbooks at page 6 and answer exercises A, B, and C. In the next video, we're going to review your answers and give you the feedback. Goodbye and thank you for your attention. See you.